how big should my marketing budget be?
It's not an exact straightforward answer. So as a rule of thumb, a good place to start would be to look at your customers and try to understand what is the lifetime value, the LTV of your customer, the lifetime value of a customer, and then allocate or look at it through maybe year one and see what is a customer worth to you in a single year, right? And so you understand that, hey, I sign a customer up today, they're going to spend $1,000 with me in a year based on all of my different customers. That's the average. Then typically you take a percentage of that budget. We'd like to say start with 20%, but there's some variables in there that would maybe move it up a little bit or down a little bit depending on what your profit margins were. But that's a good rule of thumb. It's really kind of, you got to test it and kind of feel how it goes. So it's not like an exact science, and there's so many different ways to look at it depending on what industry you're in, what profit margin, what price object that you're selling. So that's the part of it that you need a little testing, but it's a good starting point. But we also have a checklist at the end of each year as we're starting to think about those things that involve more than just what can we spend in our advertising budget, right? It's a good time to kind of do an inventory of a lot of things going on in your business. So Mike and I talk about it all the time. At this time of the year, we come back and we go back to the basics. We look at our data set, all of our audiences. Hey, is there some pruning and cleaning up that we need to do of this? Is there some things that we need to eliminate? Or there's some data that needs to be hygiened? If you're not hygiening and updating your data on a quarterly basis, sometimes it gets out of date pretty quickly. So this is a good time to go through that process, look at your data, make sure your addresses are good deliverable addresses, make sure your emails are validated. And that way, you can eliminate those things that aren't good. It's going to help your marketing systems perform better, right? So that's one checklist. The second checklist is, just evaluate your pricing in the against the competition. You did this usually in the beginning when you're launching a business, but the market's always changing. Maybe you've added some products and services that differentiate you. And so do a pricing comparison and analysis against your competitors. That's another great one. Mike, you had some also, right?
Yeah, well, and also kind of going back a little bit to the whole what should my budget be, because I think that's really kind of top of mind when somebody's trying to spend their money, and we're kind of allocating it into that lifetime, because that lifetime value of a customer. Because I think the biggest issue people do when we're talking to companies, a lot of times they look at, oh, well, I'm selling a product for $20, so my product margin, I have to have margins in everything that I sell. They really need to look at how many, not just that one-time purchase, but how they can allocate and kind of keep that one person, that one customer keep coming back. And that's where they need to kind of allocate that budget towards as far as that marketing budget. But checklist-wise, what we're doing right now, we're looking at what our customer feeds are, what will our marketing spends, how those kind of come in. These are things that we don't also do that at the end of the year. We do this every month. I kind of look at what we're doing, how we're allocating those things, trying to find kind of some of the nuances of what worked, what didn't work. How we can leverage those things, how we can kind of almost take some of the things away from, talking budgeted wise, what's creating the best return on investment and what is not. And we kind of, maybe even try to find some new avenues for marketing, not just for us, but for our clients. Let's try some other things out. We always are testing and trying to create new revenue for our customers just through different marketing channels.
Yeah, so testing's another big thing. So looking at your audiences, looking at a price comparison, testing, these are all great things. It's kind of, you look at the new year, you should be giving yourself a fresh start. A lot of people, unfortunately, plan in years, and it's like they make these resolutions coming into the new year. The best time to do it is today. But if not, if New Year's is when it is, then go look at every part of your business, every part of it, your reviews with your team and interacting with your customers and understanding a little bit more maybe of why they bought from you, just really leaning into all the details, the little things, right, that you maybe overlook when business is crazy and you're running full speed. This is a great time to reflect on those things and just look at every piece of your business. There's typically something that you can improve or tweak or take away that's going to give you an advantage coming in the next year. Listen, the economy, they're saying that the economy is taking a crash. I think there's people that are feeling the effects of it. So the people that are the smartest and that are the most organized, that are looking at all of these things the proper way, taking a step back from their business, those are the people that are going to be able to make it through or thrive during these times, right? Because sometimes you got to squeeze, you got to shrink, you got to retract, you have to get more efficient. Now is the time to do that because we're heading into uncertain territory. You know, I don't know if it's going to be bad. It's been good for us. I hear a lot of people are starting to feel the effects of this. So listen, we want everybody to make it. We're here to help you. If you have any marketing questions, it doesn't cost you anything. We'll give you advice. We'll try to steer you in the right direction. If we can help you personally, we'll help you. But go look at every part of your business and reach out to us and communicate with us, because listen, there's a plethora of knowledge here, and you probably something that's been like stumping you for a long time. All you have to do is ask us, and we're going to give it right back to you the same day. So, I hope you guys start using the comment section to actually ask us things that we can really help you with your business, because it's not a problem. If we help you, we know it's going to come back to us in the long run.
Yep.